All right, welcome back to yet another episode of After 5 Garage. In our last episode, my buddy was over with his G37 coupe that is also supercharged. We were doing some belt maintenance, supercharger oil, stuff like that. He's actually coming back today. Unfortunately, he is not able to drive the car here today. What I mean by that is yeah, so as you can see, the car is currently on a flatbed. When Fred's car left my house after doing the maintenance to it, the clutch had that smell. And if you've been around cars long enough, you know what a bad clutch smells like. I mean, it's unfortunate, but he's back. We're gonna be doing a whole transmission service on it today. If that don't make your ass pucker. Just to let you guys know, he's in first gear right now. Wow. Okay. Yeah, clutch is gone. Yeah, that really sucked. We're gonna eat some lunch, get some nutrients, and tackle it. First thing after lunch though, just a little recommendation for anyone about to work on someone else's car. Go through all the parts, make sure you have every nut, bolt, make sure you have all the fluids before you start ripping the car apart. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat, go through the inventory. If everything checks out, we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the repairs.
Told them pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got the numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out.
We'll get there eventually.
Look, if I said it, you already know. They ain't never touching what I'm doing. Told them I ain't playing action notes. Go compare the numbers, said I think they missing decimals. Look.
Alright, so car's up in the air. I think it would be smart to just go ahead and get the exhaust, drive shaft, and shifter out of the way. Get all the easy stuff that's in the way out of the way. And yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated from here. First things first, disconnect the battery. We're going to go ahead and pop off the shift knob. Tim's going to go ahead and yank up on this bitch. He's going to just be disconnecting the plug for the cigarette lighter. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and remove the insulation, and that should expose 4 10mm bolts. Basically one in each corner. The back screws are a little hidden, so to make this a little easier for us, we're going to go ahead and remove these screws up here, and then there's 2 screws in the back of the center console, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift up and slide back the center console, which will help expose these back 2 bolts back here. Might be tough to see, but there's a black tree clip right there that he's just trying to depress through the hole. So there's a connector right there. All right, so at this point we should be able to lift it up and slide it back. So now, just by sliding the console back just that little bit, gave us enough to where it exposes all 4 of the bolts. All right, just for documentation purposes, we had 3 out of 4. So, Fred, if you're watching this, I'm going to see if I have an extra one for you. We'll make sure we get you back to 4 so you're not uneven here. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to basically disconnect this wiring harness right there. There you go. Then you pull up this little rubber boot right here. And if I remember correctly, there should be 3 10 mils? Nope. Allen. Ah, that's right. It's a Hearst. That's right. If you are doing this on a normal OEM shifter, it'll be 10 millimeters. It won't be an Allen key. But because he has a Hearst short throw shifter, these are going to be Allen heads. It'll pop you in the face. There we go. There's the spring. And that's how you remove a shifter. So just to give you a little reference, this is the driver's side underneath. Right here's our transmission. If we work our way back, the next thing that we're going to remove is this black brace. This is also known as the W brace because as you can see it comes down and it kind of makes like a little W and then goes back up on this side. So we're going to remove this whole black brace that's underneath here. It'll make the exhaust, getting the exhaust and drive shaft a lot easier. Like I said, W brace. The exhaust system's off. Oh, okay. I could have helped, but all right. Transmission cover plate coming off. In order to remove the drive shaft, we had to remove the exhaust heat shields, just a couple of 10 millimeter bolts. We're learning from our mistakes and we're going to drain the transmission so we don't have fluid leaking everywhere. All right, so now we're going to be loosening up the drive shaft from the differential. 17 right here, 17 right here. Let's see how the last one does for me. So in the case that it's holding, just give it a nice little pop. There it goes. So we're going to be disconnecting the starter cable, which is right there. And then we're just going to be unplugging all the connectors from there on the transmission. O2 sensors. So on the passenger side, this is a 14 millimeter bolt. On the driver's side, it's going to be a 15 millimeter. Originally, if this was an OEM transmission, they would both be 14s, but because this is a CMAC, it's got a 15 on this side. It is now day 2 of our transmission job that we're doing on this Q60. Yesterday was Halloween, so my friend wanted to get home in time for the trick-or-treaters and for the kids. Oh, very touching and sweet, I know. It's now not Halloween. We are ready to tackle this. Yeah, basically, we just have to get the transmission dropped out, swap everything back in, and then just reverse order everything that you just saw us do. Try to keep you guys updated and record as much as I possibly can. Let's get to it. Coming from the front of the vehicle, the front of the transmission, that black plate right there, it's held on with that 10mm bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and release that. Now, while we're in the front of the engine, there's going to be 4 bolts you're going to break loose for the transmissions. There's one right here, one above, and the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to go ahead and break those loose. So now we are on the back side of the engine, over where the transmission is. Driver's side, you see those 2 orange bolts? There's 2 right there, and there's 1 up there on the corner. Coming over to the passenger side, same thing. 2 right there, 1 up there on the corner. That's going to allow us to droop the transmission down just a little bit once we get the transmission brace loose, and that'll allow us to get access to the top bolt. My man's got the Extendo 9000 over here. Don't mind the light being in the way, it's actually helping us, but he's trying to get to that top one. So if you are trying to do this, get your extensions ready. Very happy to say that I finally pulled the trigger on these. This is going to be perfect for when I'm filming content. If I have someone else's car and they kind of feel funny about me, having video of their tag online, I understand, so I bought this. We got a jack with some wood just to kind of brace the transmission. Transmission brace, there's going to be 4 14mm bolts right here. We're going to go ahead and get those loose. No, we're not. All right, break apart it is. There we go. Ooh, sorry. We're good on that one. Holy crap. Oh my god. All right. Let's try this again. So we're going to lower it just a hair. Allow the transmission to drop down like this. There we go. Like, when I say Extendo, the boy who lived, come to die. Alright, so he's currently working on getting the pry bars between the engine block and the transmission. There you go. Alright, yep.
Yeah.
I got the tail.
You got it?
I got it, yep.
We're gonna try to roll back.
Coming back. I got it. Yep.
Yeah, let's just go roll straight back.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, don't touch it.
No touchy.
Alright, transmission has been dropped. We're going to be focusing on the block side. So we're going to be focusing on the clutch, flywheel, and pilot bushing. So here we are. So all that residue is clutch material. So we're probably going to have to run to the store, get a little bit more brake cleaner just to get all this yumminess off. So for the pressure plate, there are 9 12mm bolts. We're going to go ahead and break those loose. I'm going to go to the front and hold the crankshaft from spinning, and Tim is going to knock out the flywheel bolts. Here's before, and we're about to start cleaning. Literally a tiny amount, guys, okay? So, per Z1's website, we are doing our torque specs to this. We are on step 2, so we are going to be doing that to 29 foot-pounds. It is recommended to do just clockwise, just to go around and make sure everything seats properly. If you want to make sure everything seats evenly, just going to give you a better clutch feel at the end of the day.
Told him that I'm about to run it now. Too much money out of music, dog. Now the bank account is never running out. Educated on the business end. When I'm talking to him, I can dumb it down. At the summit of this mountain, dog, and I'm camping out. I'm never coming down. Look, pipe down. I don't care what's next. I need it right now. And I got the numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton's lights out. Floors in the sauna, but I'm iced out. Back up on my balls, so I said I feel like might now. Said I never do this, but they push me, so I might now. And I checked your month, these dollars pockets getting tight now. Look, told them all I'm about to make it out. Reinvested every dollar, dog, and I told them all never take it out.
Just getting the harness zip tied out of the way. Some of the original factory clips broke, so we're gonna just make sure they're all zip tied out of the way, nothing loose. So we're going to go ahead and put the shifter in before the drive shaft. Just makes it a whole lot easier when it comes to that bottom bolt. And put our spring in first. Going to grab our Hurst shifter. And let's see here. Sorry guys, trying to do this with one hand is a little tough. There it is. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hold that down. I can't do it with one hand, but you're going to hold that down and then you're going to put those Allen heads back in. So with this step right here, you'll notice this little notch on the shifter, and you'll see this little like bulge, if you will, in the metal. A little tip for when you're putting your shifter back in: make sure your shifter's in 5th gear, because if you do not, pretty much prevent you from going into 5th gear. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the car in 5th, and we're going to slide this this plate over as far to the driver's side as we can, and then we'll go ahead and get it tightened down. From here, what you want to do is just double check, make sure the car goes into 5th gear effortlessly, like that. Perfect. Yeah, baby. Once you get those 3 bolts tightened down, put this rubber boot back on securely. And then from there, you're going to put this rubber boot back on.
First. You got it? No, Yank, you got it. Right there, okay. No, let's go ahead and put this. Yeah, those are the exhaust hangers for the door.
Okay, hold on. So we have this little hand pump. One's an inlet, one's an outlet. The inlet is going to go into the transmission fluid bottle, and the outlet is going to go into the fill for the transmission.
Naughty, naughty.
Coolant topped off. Clutch reservoir topped off. Transmission topped off. Let's connect the battery. Everything's all put back together. Tim's gonna go ahead and give it our first start. Let's see what we got. Love it, love it. I love when you can save your friends money and take care of them. I don't know, just it feels right. It's beautiful. That's why I love the car community. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish putting the the splash shield back on it. Once we get the splash shield back on, we'll get this lowered back down on the ground, and then we're actually gonna drive it to the owner's house and just get them taken care of. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.